Did you know there's a place on Earth where time has never moved forward? A place so isolated that even the modern world has been forgotten, and where those who try to enter never leave? Hidden in the turquoise waters of the Bay of Bengal lies North Sentinel Island, a remote patch of land that's part of India on paper. But in reality, it's a world of its own. The people who live there, known as the Sentinelese, have rejected all contact with the outside world for thousands of years. And they don't just ignore outsiders, they attack anyone who comes near. For over 60,000 years, the Sentinelese have lived in near total isolation. They've never adopted agriculture, never built cities, and they know nothing of the modern world. No electricity, no internet, no cars. And yet, they survive. They hunt, they gather, and they defend their island with a fierce loyalty that has turned them into one of the last truly untouched human tribes. The first documented attempt to reach them happened during the late 1800s. British explorer Maurice Vidal Portman landed on the island and captured 6 Sentinelese people, 2 elderly adults and 4 children. He brought them back to his base in Port Blair. But the results were tragic. The adults quickly became ill and died. Fearing the same fate for the children, Portman returned them to the island with gifts. No one knows what happened after that, but the island's relationship with outsiders was forever damaged. Over the decades, there were other encounters. In the 1970s, a National Geographic crew arrived by boat, trying to film the tribe. They brought gifts, left them on the shore, and waited. A group of Sentinelese emerged, naked, holding bows and spears, and fired arrows at the crew, injuring one of the filmmakers. They barely escaped. In the 1990s, the Indian government made cautious attempts to establish peaceful contact. Anthropologists approached the island by boat and left coconuts and metal tools as offerings. Occasionally, the Sentinelese would accept the gifts, even approaching the shoreline, but the contact never lasted long, and hostility always returned. Eventually, the Indian government made a decision: leave them alone. In 2005, a law was passed that forbade anyone from approaching the island within 5 kilometers. The reason wasn't just the danger to outsiders, it was also to protect the tribe. Experts believe the Sentinelese have no immunity to even the most basic diseases. A simple flu virus could wipe them out, so isolation became their protection, but not everyone respected that. In 2018, an American missionary named John Allen Chow paid local fishermen to take him near the island. He believed it was his duty to bring Christianity to the Sentinelese. On his first day, he paddled a kayak to the shore, holding a Bible and singing hymns. They fired arrows at him. He fled, wrote about it in his journal, and returned the next day. This time, the fishermen saw his body being dragged along the beach. He had been killed. His death sparked an international debate. Was he a martyr or a fool, brave or ignorant? Regardless of the opinion, the outcome was the same. Another outsider had died trying to enter a place that clearly didn't want him. But North Sentinel Island isn't just a dangerous mystery, it is a living reminder of how different life can be. Genetic studies suggest the Sentinelese may be direct descendants of the first humans who migrated out of Africa. They've existed in isolation longer than any known society on Earth. In 2004, when the devastating Indian Ocean tsunami hit, the Indian government sent helicopters to check on the island. They feared the worst. But as the aircraft approached, a tribesman appeared on the beach, bow in hand, arrow ready, aiming at the sky. The Sentinelese had survived. No one knows how many of them are alive today. Estimates range from 50 to 150. No one knows what they call themselves. No one knows their language. We don't know what gods they believe in, or if they believe in any. We don't know what they think of the ocean, the stars, or the people who occasionally float near their island and die. They are a people completely disconnected from everything we know. And maybe that's why they fascinate us so much. In a world where everyone is connected, where privacy is vanishing, where every story is shared, the Sentinelese have chosen silence. They are a blank space on the map, a secret no one can touch. To some, they are savages. To others, they are the last free people on Earth, a living example of how humans once lived, without technology, without war, without pollution, without politics. Just survival, family, and the sea. North Sentinel Island is more than a place. It's a message, a warning, that not every mystery should be solved. Not every culture wants to be saved. And sometimes, the greatest act of respect is to leave something exactly as it is. So tell me, would you dare step foot on the most forbidden island in the world?